As you may know, unless you are living under a rock, the Olympics is starting on Friday the 23rd of July and ends on Sunday the 8th of August. My event of interest, you ask, is the Women's Olympic Football Tournament, which will feature 12 teams from all over the globe. In preparation for the tournament, I decided to hop onto FIFA 21 and simulate how the tournament would go. Disclaimer: Chile and Zambia aren't in the game. There's obviously no Team GB in the game, so I've included Scotland and England. I will be controlling all of the teams. France was included because of the team limit. If they win it, it doesn't count, and the last remaining eligible team in the tournament will win. Group A will have Canada, New Zealand, Japan, England. Group B will have Scotland, China, United States, and Netherlands. Wow, that's a crazy group. Group C will have Brazil, France, Australia, Sweden. The first game in Group A is Canada versus Japan. Let's see how this plays out. I was really deceived. I really thought Canada was bringing it to Japan in the beginning, but Japan are in their groove now. Japan are starting to make things tick. Still only one shot though. If we want to see goals, we need to see way more shots. This is really domination central from Japan. Canada, wake up. Sinclair, Hoitama, please. We need it. You know what, FIFA? You know what would be great if you added play-by-play right next to where the shots in possession are. That'd be amazing. Because all I know right now is Japan are killing it, but I don't know how they're killing it. I don't know who's got the ball. Okay, at half-time, it is 0-0, but we obviously know that Japan have been sticking it on Canada. Yellow card for Quinn. I wonder, what I want to see is goals. That's what I want to see is goals. No pressure, guys. Goals. 74 minutes and still no goals. It's like, as much as Japan's dominating, they just can't seem to get past Canada's resistance. There is 2 minutes left. Can someone do something in these 2 minutes? I just want one goal from someone. Canada, Japan, please. We need one goal. To start off the Olympics, we need one goal. Well, first game in Group A finishes 0-0 between Canada and Japan. I really was begging for goals. Japan were trying something, but on to the next. Next game in Group A, we have England versus New Zealand. My prediction is that England win, but we'll just have to see. It's 4 minutes into the game, and New Zealand haven't touched the ball. I'm not surprised. Okay, New Zealand has got the ball now. We love to see it. No, wait, New Zealand are trying something. New Zealand have scored. New Zealand have scored. I cannot believe it. What? If you would have told me England would have conceded first, I would have not believed you. It's the beauty of the game. One shot, one goal. Efficient. This game is surprisingly a lot more even than I expected. I don't know if England haven't got into second gear yet, but they need to start to before this game leaves them. Steph Houghton has a free kick. Oh my God, Steph Houghton has scored the free kick. Where have I heard that before? England 1-1, just on the stroke of half time. To be honest, I've been pleasantly surprised. New Zealand have taken it to England. Obviously, Captain Fantastic has stepped up for England. Now we go into the second half. 2-1. Ellen White scores. England are certainly not going down without a fight. I respect it. 10 minutes left. Can New Zealand find something? I respect them for getting the first goal, but can they find something to make sure that they don't start this group with a loss? And that is the final whistle. Goals from Ellen White and Steph Houghton gives England a Group A victory. I respect New Zealand's heart. They had them in the first half. But in the end, England started to dominate. First game in Group B, we have Scotland versus USA. I wonder how this is going to go. I won't lie, Scotland took it to the United States in the first 10 minutes. I respect it. Yep, that didn't take too long. Alex Morgan gets the first for the United States. Oh, it's hard to keep them out. It truly is hard to keep them out. Let's see if Scotland can keep their heads. Half time, it's been neck and neck between Scotland and the United States. A goal from Alex Morgan separates the two teams. Let's see what happens second half. Wow. Aaron Cuthbert equalises for Scotland. Against the run of play, might I add. I'm here for a tournament upset. I did not mind. We've got 15 minutes left. I wonder who's going to take this. I did not plan that happening, but Scotland have drawn with the United States. 1-1. I have to take my hat off to Scotland. They didn't give in. On to the next. The next game in Group B is the Netherlands versus China. I like the way how the Netherlands are playing. They're moving the ball around. It's nice. Oh my God, 1-0. Van der Sanden. Oh, what a goal. You can't stop the Netherlands build up. It was just so tiki-taka. Everyone was getting a touch of the ball. Great goal. 1-0. Oh my God, 2-0. Daniela van der Donk. Netherlands are not playing around. Netherlands are just spraying the ball over the pitch. It's going to be a long game. It's going to be a long game for China. Just look how everyone gets a touch of the ball. Everyone's getting a touch. I really respect the Netherlands playing some exciting football. But China, whoa, Li Ying, 2-1. China, they're not giving up. They heard me giving Netherlands all the accolades and they said, no, we want some too. Have that, China. Good goal. 3 goals in one half, that's amazing for a neutral. Goals from Van der Donk, Van der Sanden and Li Ying makes it 2-1 to Netherlands. That was close. China almost scored. 3-1. Jackie Groningen. What a game this is turning out to be. This is the game of the tournament so far for me. 4 goals, I'm not complaining. At 3-1 to the Netherlands right now, would you believe me if I told you that China had more shots than Netherlands? Well, you're going to have to, because it's there in blue and white. Whoa, 4-1, Lieke Martens, just to put the nail in the coffin for China. What a game. That is game of the tournament so far. 4 goals for Netherlands, 1 for China. Goals from Lieke Martens, Jackie Groningen, Daniela van der Donk, and Van der Sanden give Netherlands all 3 points. They're my favourites. I know USA's there, but yeah, they're my favourites so far. Next game is Brazil versus Australia. Wow, okay. Brazil win 1-0. It looked like a pretty even game. Australia had more possession, equal shots on target. Muto had a great game. So did Macapa. Great game, a 9.1. Yeah, not good games for Kerr or Ford. Yeah, they just weren't at the races. Next game, Sweden versus France. Obviously, Sweden are not at the Olympics, but they're in here. It is what it is. Wow, Sweden get the better of France. Goals from Rolfo and Glass. Okay. Once again, France have more possession, but Sweden are the ones getting it done. Let's look at the ratings. Once again, man of the match for Rolfo. Yeah, it wasn't looking good. Renard with a 5.1. Henri with a 5.5. Crazy. That is crazy. Next match is England versus Canada. I wonder how this is going to play out. Finishes 1-1. Fran Kirby opens her account and Scott for Canada. Let's see what the ratings are saying. Okay, the Keats Paris had a good game. Kirby had a good game. Scott had a good game. Hyden had an okay game. Sinclair could have done better. Next game is New Zealand versus Japan. Oh, Japan. A nice 2-0 win. A brace from Nakajima. Yeah, it's pretty clear Japan had more shots, more possession. They were doing their thing. Yamashita with an 8.4. A 10 for Nakajima. I respect it. You score the goals, you get the points. I respect it. A 4.9 for Bowen. That's not great. Next match is Netherlands versus Scotland. Another convincing victory for Netherlands. Okay, let's look at the standings. So far in Group A, Japan lead. England in second. It's not been the greatest of starts for New Zealand. In Group B, not surprisingly, Netherlands so far leading. And in Group C, Sweden and Brazil. Shocked to see France in the L column, but it is what it is. Next match is China versus USA. Goals from Tobin Heath and Megan Rapinoe give the United States all 3 points. This was very convincing. Very convincing from USA. 7 shots to the 1. A 9.2 for Heath, a 8.5 for Rapinoe. Top scorers so far are Lieke Martens and Nakajima. Top assists, not surprised, Tobin Heath. The next game is Sweden versus Brazil. This was nice. This looks like this would have been a fun game to be a part of. Brazil come out on top 2-1 against Sweden. Let's look at the ratings. Oh, Redella. 3.7. That red card definitely didn't help you out. But a 9.4 for Dabinia. Okay. Yeah, the Sweden team didn't really get it going. Next match, France versus Australia. Okay, France are back to winning ways. They're back to winning ways. A nice 2-1 victory over Australia. Once again, Australia is having possession but not doing anything with it. A 9.9 for Majri. A 9.9. Why did she get the 10? Oh, 4.9 for Carpenter. Not her best game. The next game is Canada versus New Zealand. New Zealand have won a game. I respect it. New Zealand have won a game. 3-1. Convincing victory over Canada. With less shots and less possession. Clinical. 4.6, 4.9. Yeah, not a good game for Canada. 8.1 for White. A 10 for Ketty. Next match is Japan versus England. Wow, I did not expect that. Japan beats England 2-1 and they dominated possession. That is a shock. Who had a bad game? 4.9 for Millie Bright. She did not have a good game. 5.9 for Ellen White. Wasn't a good. 5.1 for Scotland Walsh. That midfield was getting tore up. 8.3 for Nakajima, who scores again. You know what? She's looking like she's going to get a golden boot for sure. Next game is Scotland versus China. 1-1 and they share the points. Erin Cuthbert once again on the score sheet. She got a 7.8. Scotland dominated possession but still couldn't get enough for all 3 points. Oh, this is a big game. USA versus Netherlands. Let's see what happens. No way. United States beat Netherlands 3-1. I was not expecting that, but also giving Netherlands their first loss. I need to see what happened with the ratings. Oh, bad game for Van der Donk. Bad game for Janssen as well. Bad game for Wiedenau. Yeah, it was not a good game. 8.5 for Rose Lavelle, who got on the score sheet. 8 for Dunn. 8.5 for Megan Rapinoe, who also got on the score sheet. Wow, that was a big game. Next game is Brazil versus France. Another huge clash. Oh, a draw. Brazil and France ends 1-1, with France leading in possession and shots, but just couldn't get the win. Ratings, the only shining light was Letinia, and Mejri got a 7.2 for France. Next game is Australia versus Sweden. Australia take the points. Okay, 2-1 against Sweden. Let's check out the ratings. Van Egmond and Rasso with the goals. Unsurprisingly, Rasso gets an 8.7 and Van Egmond gets an 8.2. Steph Catley also with an 8.2. Not a good game for Fischer, Sembrant, or Glass, or Eriksson. The following teams have been knocked out of the competition: Canada, China, and Australia, which is not a surprise. Okay, quarterfinal time. We have USA versus France. Wow. Okay, France have knocked out USA. I don't know how I feel about that, because technically the Olympics does not have France. Wow, that's tough. That is tough. Wow. Crystal Dunn with a 4.8. Roosevelt tried, Megan Rapinoe tried. Both got on the score sheet. Huge game from La Sommer. Huge game. Wow. The next quarterfinal is Brazil versus England. Wow, okay. Goals from Jill Scott and Fran Kirby send England through to the next round and eliminate Brazil. Let's check out these ratings. 8.5 for Fran Kirby, no surprise. 8.5 for Jill Scott, no surprise. 4.9 for Muto and Leah, that's not cool. The next quarterfinal is Japan versus Sweden. I expected that. I expected a Japan win. Japan have looked very serious during this tournament. Goodbye, Sweden. And Glass got a red card. That does not help. I wonder what her rating is. A 3.4, yeah, I'm not surprised. FIFA does not like red cards. Nakajima again, a 9.6. You know what? No matter what anyone says, Nakajima has done the business this tournament, no matter how far Japan go. And the last quarterfinal is Netherlands versus New Zealand. I would love for New Zealand to try and pull off an upset, but it's just not looking like the case. No way this has happened. This has not happened. I'm refusing. I am truly refusing. New Zealand have knocked out Netherlands on penalties. How is this adding up? Let me see the ratings. Let's see what happened. Let's just, oh my god. What? Spitzer and Decker missed their penalties. Wow. So, USA and Netherlands have been knocked out. First semi-final, France versus England. Okay, this is going to be serious. Wow, England is out. Oh my god, England is out. 3-1 to France. France have just woken up. Don't know what it is, but as the tournament's progressed, they've been serious. That's the best way to describe it, serious. And the last semi-final is Japan versus New Zealand. I would say Japan, but I'm not sure with how New Zealand have managed to pull off that victory against Netherlands. They've done it. Oh my god. Can New Zealand be stopped? Can you stop New Zealand at penalties? They've done it again. They've knocked out Japan on penalties. Another 1-1 draw that leads to New Zealand winning on penalties. Is that their game plan? Draw the game. Take it to extra time, survive extra time, and win on penalties. It is a good strategy because it's got them to a final. Insane. Who would have predicted this? Out of all of the Olympic teams, I did not expect the last standing to be New Zealand. My mind is blown. Mind-boggling. But let's see what happens in this final. I cannot stress how shocked I am that New Zealand have got to the final. This has been their run has been incredible. I could not have predicted this. 32 minutes in, no one has broken the deadlock. New Zealand can't win everything, surely. They can't. I know they've got to the final and that's amazing, but they can't. They can't beat France. Half time. I'm scared. I'm scared because New Zealand might just do this. Oh my god. There's it's big 45 left because France know that if it goes to penalties, New Zealand are not scared to win. Let's see what happens. If I was France, I would step up. I would not want to go to penalties or extra time with this New Zealand team. Just under 14 minutes left and it is still 0-0. Wow. New Zealand couldn't. They couldn't. 4 minutes left. France are not giving up. Can you believe New Zealand have more possession than France in a final? Where has this New Zealand team come from? It's happened. New Zealand have once again drawn in normal time. Another extra time. This is going to be big 30 minutes for France. I'm calling it right now because I've learned from the pattern. If France don't score in extra time, New Zealand might just win this entire thing. Wow. 15 minutes until penalties. Wow. Just wow. This is it. Someone's got to do something. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. France want me to take the penalties? Of course. We must put an end to New Zealand's penalty wins. Oh, no, I'm not needed. Okay, both have made their penalty so far. Henri, nice. 2-1. Oh, okay. New Zealand know their way around a pen. Kenzadali. No, that's bins. A miss. New Zealand have missed. Renard. Okay. They might have run into their match. Oh, that is it. New Zealand have lost the final on their nemesis. No, that's not even their nemesis. New Zealand love penalties. Wow. My mind's blown by that. New Zealand get into the final. Wow. New Zealand got to the final because of penalties and then lose the final because of penalties. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. France, however, are not at the Olympics. So therefore, actually, New Zealand have won the Olympics. Don't at me, I don't make the rules. And there you have it. There is your winner, France. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, please comment, please subscribe. It's been your boy Jay Extended, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.